Have you always wanted to hit a draw like Bryson DeChambeau? Well, today I'm going to talk about the two pieces of the puzzle that you really need to hit awesome draws like the US Open champion. So when we're hitting a draw, it's important to realize that we need to focus on the club face and also the club path. If we can get that relationship in the right place, then we're going to be able to hit that nice push draw that we're looking for. Now, what we need to happen is we need this club path for a right-handed golfer to be somewhere out to the right, and we need that club face somewhere to the left of that. How much to the left of that club path it will be will determine how much the ball will curve. So obviously we just want a slight difference to the left for a right-handed golfer from that club path in regards to that club face. So taking a look at Bryson's swing, what you're going to see in this first takeaway position is this club face positioning here. Now if we draw a line on those grooves, they're going to point down towards the ground. Now a lot of amateur golfers struggle with the club face being too open, so you'd start to see those grooves point up towards the sky in this first takeaway position. But Bryson is able to control that club face by allowing those grooves to point more down towards the ground. As he takes his club up to the top of the backswing, what you're going to notice is the club face again is in a nice looking position here if you're wanting to hit a draw. The more the grooves point up towards the sky, the more the club face is closed. The more those grooves start to point down towards this way, then the more the club face is open. And so in this position here, I would say Bryson is more on the closed sides of things. Now the other big thing to realize is that if we're looking at the target line here, and we look at where his club shaft is angled, it's definitely more out to the right. Now that is what we call across the line. Most times when someone has a big hip turn, like Bryson does, and a big chest turn and gets this big arm turn as well, this across the line position, so this position here, is going to allow the club in the downswing to work in a way that's going to shift Bryson's club path out to the right here. So as we bring him into the downswing, what you're going to notice is that if we measure where his shaft was in these positions here and we slowly bring it down in the downswing, you're going to start to notice that this line is going to work more towards horizontal. Now, the thing about this is that this is what we call shallowing. So as Bryson gets the club into just before impact, what you're going to notice is that the club head position is on the inside of his hands. So there is room between his hands and his club. What you would typically see from someone who cannot draw the ball is that instead of their club face being where it is there, it would be out in this position here relative to the hands. But Bryson gets into an awesome position where this is situated great for him to be able to push this club path out to the right and have his club face closed relative to that club path. And as he gets into the hitting zone, you're going to notice that this club head wants to travel out to the right more than what we'd typically see, and then you're going to see a more of a higher finish. So the club shaft, as it exits his body, is going to go up above the shoulder. A lot of pros, what you'll see that hit fades, are going to be underneath that shoulder. And so those are a couple points that you need to look at. So just to recap, we need to get this club face angle. We need it to be more closed relative to the club path. But we need to get that club path to shift out to the right here. And by doing that, Bryson's got that club slightly across the line, but he's also situating that club face in a great position there. What an amazing finish to the US Open. Bryson has done an extremely good job of managing his game, even by spending so much time filming YouTube videos, and he's really for the people.